Boardies! Okay, so that's basically as well as saying game as you say hi boardies.
So who says that?
Only me, but I know someone did it on a snake charming guy who likes reptiles, and he goes, "Hey Radlers," so I thought I'd take it from his book.
Right.
So yeah, we are citizens of Wrightsburg Castle over here, but there's a dark lord who has run its realm over this course of this land, and has led to various horrible beasties coming out, and we as adventurers need to deal with them.
Okay.
So this in particular, in Legends of Andor, is Legend 3. The first two are purely tutorials, whereby you get to understand what fog is, you get to understand what buying stuff is. This is the first proper mission. There are fate available in this game too. So we've got fate cards, just randomise, grab one of them at your will, and just, it's random, so you'll pick
got
one.
A price on that?
That one, it's an errata. So this initially came out in German, so I played it back when it very first came out in Germany, amazed by it, and then it came out by Fantasy Flight. They then no longer made it, and Cosmos brought it back in-house because they did it over there as well. Mm-hmm. In front of you, you've got 4 different characters you can play as. You can play the female or the male character, or whichever they look like.
Yeah.
They're all the same, they're asymmetric. They're symmetric in terms of the gender,
Gotcha.
but in terms of the characters, they're all different. And in
Mine's partial to a bow.
You post well.
I like a bow.
Well, everyone can buy a bow as well, but that character starts with a bow. Now it's interesting that you flip that person over, because I know somebody else who flipped him over to be the male. But whenever I played it, I've always played. I don't know. I think the female archer is pretty cool. As opposed to female dwarf.
He does look pretty cool.
Doesn't look as cool.
This guy's got my hairstyle, so that's why I went with him, really.
Yeah, very cool. I mean that guy too, pretty Sean Beanie.
He's blonde. Yeah, he's very Sean Beanie.
Yeah.
I'm more of a
hairstyle as opposed to colour.
Yeah.
Cool. So in this particular game, we have a certain objective. There's only one really that we have to do, and that's meet our fate. Mm-hmm. When we meet our fate, the sooner we do that, the better. In the sense that we have a final card top right. Yep. There's one of 4, so randomised. I don't know what it is yet. And it's going to be some Dark Mage Vakor is going to come out, and we're going to have to fight that final adversary to win the game. There are other ways we can lose the game. We are going to be playing as 2, which means we can allow 3 monsters into the castle, and we're fine. We've got enough space for 3 of them. But 4th one, and they've overrun the castle, we lose the game. They've killed all the villagers.
So all these guys are going to be heading towards the castle?
They will do. These little arrows will indicate where they're going to move to, so we can help to preempt that. We will have a certain amount of action spaces that we can move. Games like Tikal, that kind of stuff, whereby there's a certain amount of actions we can take. We have 7 actions we can take. An action involves either moving, so every space you move is 1, and you can move 5 spaces in one go and jump up 5. Right. You've just got less to then react to, so you can just move 1 at a time. Yep. You can fight, that's going to cost you 1 action space. You could rest, which costs you 1 action space. And that's pretty much it. If ever you want to buy stuff, that isn't an action, you just have to make sure you're starting or ending your turn doing so. We will then rest eventually, so you can take some extra movement, extra time in the day, but it does exhaust us.
I guess.
It does, it reduces our willpower. So we all start off with 7, so whichever character we play as, we're going to start off with 7.
And willpower is hit points?
Willpower isn't hit points, but it does give us more of a powerful effect. So the stronger or more will we have, more willful, you're going to be rolling more dice, with more chance of you getting a success, or a better success.
Ah, okay, gotcha.
So that's how that works. Once we do rest though, at the end of the day, we're going to reveal a new card, and that could be good or could be bad. Who knows what it's going to be at the time. Then the Gors are going to move. Gors are the small guys, which I do know from a point of view, it might not be easy to see, but these are the smaller characters. We then have the Skrulls, which are slightly bigger, and they're going to be a bit more damaging. So these guys will have a damage of 2, so they do 2 damage plus an extra 4 kind of willpower. I'll explain fighting in a bit. Basically, the higher that they are, the worse they are for us, but there's going to be more of us needed to fight. So they have a strength of 2, we all start off with strength of 2 as well. So when this guy starts at 6, already can tell that's quite beefy.
Okay.
Now we have other guys. We have Wardraks, which aren't out. They might come out, I don't think they will, but they could. And then we've got Trolls. So Trolls are pretty strong, 14. So with 2 people, that's quite a difficult thing to deal with.
So don't really mess with them guys.
No, at least not yet. No. So the way these have been randomised out, there are 15 monster tiles. 5 go back randomly unseen. 5 are then drawn each time you reveal one, you do it. So one of them happened to be pick the Skrull, the lowest position, and move it forward 1 space. And that was like the second or third one in. One of them actually was place that Skrull and then distribute 5 willpower between us. So we left that out until we decided we want to be, because then we can obviously boost someone. 5 others go out here, so you roll a die and it tells you where they're going to start. At most, you can have 2 on one of these tracks. So whenever we fight a guy off, it goes here, this moves up, the legend marker moves up. We also lose the game if we do not win the entire game, which is beating that dark mage by the nth tile.
So my loose understanding of the game from studying it a long time ago, was that one of the complaints, which I actually thought would sound like a plus to me, was that if you fight too much, you actually lose the game.
Correct, absolutely. Yeah.
And I thought that was kind of cool in the sense that
cool.
it means you have to be quite strategic about what fights you pick.
Yeah, so you might want to chuck in a small guy. Now, a small guy does give you cash or willpower, so you can either take 2 cash or 2 willpower. Cash, again, you can use to boost stuff. You can actually get more willpower, or more strength, or willpower, because if ever you get to 0, you kind of just go back to 3, but you do lose your strength. You drop your kit as well, so someone has to go and grab it. Okay, so generally speaking, I think strength is generally better. I don't tend to sort of overlay the point like people do, whatever they want to do, but that's one thing you can do. Anyway, so this also moves up at the end of the day, as you can see. So we do the card, everyone moves. War Drax has moved twice, but nothing else like that.
Oh, that's their thing, is it? They like quick.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then also wells replenish. So if you want to use a well, you can get 3 willpower, unless you have the warrior Thorn, who actually uses 5. So his special ability is he gets a bit more willpower.
He just loves wells.
Yeah, he just gets a bit more strength.
It's right in there.
So that's what they do. Get in there, yeah, big pour of water.
I've got a curry, by the way. I apologise if that's coming across.
I will not say anything. I didn't know if there was a special new vape flavour or something. There we go. That's why I went for a wide table.
vape.
Yeah,
oh
sorry.
dear, yeah, I went for a wide table just in case.
I just realised that.
Okay, noted. So that is how that works. Again, we're going to have some new stuff, which is probably not going to be good when we reach another day. So you can let some people in. Like I said, we do have 3 to let in. We also have farmers. Now, farmers are a bit like a meat shield. So if you grab a farmer, you can bring them all the way to the castle. You can't go into a space where there's a baddie, but you can flip them over, and basically there's an extra space that can go in. So just, yeah.
So I can flip a farmer over and do what to him?
You can carry, if you get to that space, you can help carry them. It doesn't hinder you. But if you manage to get to the castle, they get into the castle, and it gives you a bit of extra respite. So that's how that works.
Flip him on his back, get some satisfaction.
There's a man and there's a woman. Yep. So I put a man, I put a woman there. There are 2 men, 2 women. So they always do start on those 2 positions in this particular mission. Also have some rune stones. That's the last bit. So you have space on your board, and the way that works is if you manage, so there's 5 of 6 out. So we don't know what they are, but there's 2 yellow, 2 blue, and 2 green. If you manage to find 1 of each, so you manage to get 1 of each, then you can convert and chuck in whichever dice you use. They're no longer used, and instead you get to keep 1 of these.
Ooh.
They go up to a 12. Lowest is a 6. So some of them have got 2 6, 2 8s, 2 10s, and a 12. And from then you can always ditch them and go back if you want to. Another thing, which again we don't need to worry about too much straight away, is you get a helm. So you get a helm, costs everything here costs you 2 money. Grab a helm. It's good for Thorn in the sense that if you roll 2 dice and they're the same value, you'll keep them together. Normally it's the highest value that you keep.
And you can put them on their head.
Yeah, look at that. Pretty good, isn't it?
I mean, it's a daft looking hat, isn't it?
Yeah. Well,
Actually, that looks a bit better now that it's got his hair in it.
yeah. You have wineskins, so they let you move an extra space, and then you can flip it over. So it's a full wineskin, flip it over, and it's half used. One more time, that's discarded, but of course it saves you movement, so that can come in useful potentially. Telescope, so you view fog. So we have in the fog, we have some good stuff, we've got some bad stuff. There's only 2 gores in there, so that's the only thing that's negative. It's a gore. If you appear in a space with it, you've got to fight it. That does, of course, cost you an action point to fight them, but you can always run away after 1 fight. You will roll 2 dice, or whatever you have, all your dice you might have. They will roll 2. If they get doubles, they keep doubles. So they're always stronger than you to start off with. Okay, so if they roll 2 2s, their hit point is 4 plus 2 makes 6. If I rolled a 1 and a 5, I only keep my highest value. If I roll 2 5s, I only get to keep the 1 5.
But if they roll a double, it counts twice.
Yeah, unless if I've got a helm, it's basically the same as what they can do. So they always hit on a double. If they roll to 2 2s and a 5, though, they just keep the 5 because that's still better. So in the fog, there's 2 baddies, and that's it. Apart from that, there's a bit of coinage in here. There's some strength. There's the witch. So the witch, basically, if we can grab and see the witch, then what that allows us to do is we can actually then go and pay the witch the money. So we're paying 3 gold, or with you, if you want to be the archer, for example, you pay 1 fewer, and that means we can keep this potion, and it means that whenever we have a die, we can actually double it in value, so actually a bit more stronger.
Okay.
Okay, so that's pretty much everything. Anyone else can buy a bow. Of course, the archer won't need to buy one.
Yes.
The falcon can chuck small items around, so they basically can fly off to someone else. Sure, it's flown off, so that can go.
That's quite cool.
That's quite cool. Yeah, so that kind of goes in. So maybe that could go with the archer because we wouldn't need that. There's a shield which I don't tend to use, but basically, if you think you're about to take damage, then you can flip it over and avoid that damage.
Mm-hmm.
Some of these cards say, "Oh, this could negatively affect you," but you can spend a shield to stop that. So that's how all those bits work.
Nice.
Characters. So we have the dwarf. They are greedy, classic. So what they want to do is get gold, and if they go to here, they can get 1 strength for 1 gold. Everywhere else, for every other character, every hero, they're going here or here, and it's going to cost them 2.
Right.
Of course, the downside is it's quite far away, potentially, especially when, of course, the monsters are going that direction.
Where is it we start?
We start off with the castle.
Oh, we start
sorry,
the castle.
sorry. We start. I need to double check. We start. We start actually on our rank number. That's something I hadn't chucked out because I thought I'd let you pick who you fancy.
Let's go with the characters.
So we have
So
the
I'll go.
wizard. The wizard, they only roll 1 die and that's it. So willpower isn't really needed for them. The way they work is they're a dice modifier kind of character. So if they have a 4, they can convert it. Well, if they have a 1, they can make it into a 6, a 2 into 5, etc. And if they're with someone else in a fight, they can convert one of their dice instead.
Ooh.
So they're a good ally.
Yeah.
Equally, they can just go off and do missions or whatever if you want to. Obviously, this guy could be regarded a bit more of a fighter, but of course, this guy gets the cash to then fight. Shader or Pasco, what they can do, of course, is fight from an adjacent space, which saves them something. The way this guy works, it's like push your luck. So you're going to roll 1 die and then decide to want to keep it. Then roll another die. So you've got 3 dice, you can roll 1, it's a 3. Oh, I'm going to roll another one, get a 5. Could get a 6, okay, roll again, get a 1. So that's where you have to keep an eye on that. This guy, of course, starts fewer dice, and obviously this guy gets a bit more willpower, which gives you more dice, but that's basically it.
Chancy. And so just to remind me of the combat, it's the highest dice roll
highest
wins, right?
And it's the difference. So if I manage to get, I don't know, my total is a 2, remember? 2 plus, I got a 6 is 8. They rolled a 2 and a 1, they got 3. Okay, so you look at the difference, 3 from 8 is 5. That is their willpower strength. So 5 is greater than 4, zap, it goes to 0. That guy comes off the board, that moves up, that kicks in, we get cash.
Gotcha.
But if you only had a difference of 3, then it goes to there, which means you go and do another round again until eventually either you wilt or give up, or they.
Right, so combat just keeps going until someone dies.
Unless you want to stop again, like I said, you can stop if you want. If you're getting hammered, you can just say, I want to stop right now because nothing's happening.
I'd like give up.
You can give up, and then they always reset, so they kind of forget.
Oh,
what you're
okay,
doing.
so it's probably not that great.
It's up to you, yeah. I mean, pick your battles in a sense. Don't wait until you get too high. But yeah, it's not a game whereby fighting everyone. Again, you could let in the stronger guys because right now we're way too weak against this guy. So letting this guy in could be a thing. Leapfrogging. You always move Gauls first, as you can see, but you always move the lowest value as well. And these guys are moving before these guys. Nothing occupies the same space twice typically, so that will leapfrog and go there. That's bad because that's going to leapfrog as well.
Oh, so you do, okay. So if they start forming little orderly queues, they could be leapfrogging their way into the castle quite quickly.
So that's why, obviously, that would have been double leapfrog because that would have gone there, that would have gone there, and then that guy would have gone there. So that's a pretty strong thing straight away. This guy, you can see, there's nothing else where it comes in from. I was going to send you a PDF because it's kind of weird layout to a degree. Cause like 41 here, and they got 30, and it's a little nonsensical. But I was going to help you set up with it. Sometimes I have people set the game up with me, and then they can get used to see the numbers. This happens to start off with 2 money in that space there. Again, most of the fog is good. You can just go straight into it, but if you want to use a telescope, if you're next to it, then you can reveal anything that you're next to. So you stop your turn here, you reveal it. If you happen to move through the space, it doesn't reveal. If you stop here, it reveals 2, for example.
Okay.
And that is it. Whilst you're having to think of the characters, I'm just going to remind myself, we've got Prince Thorold, he adds +4 to our roll, so that's another action you can do. When we reach it, so you roll a die, and it turned out to be number 6, which isn't necessarily good, but it's going to come in later, it's not necessarily a bad thing. We're going to get Prince Thorold, and he's going to appear in the game for, I don't know, some turns, and he'll basically add 4 to any fights that we do.
Okay.
So handy, but again, maybe you want to kill some guys off to bring that guy into play. And the way it works is you don't move, you move Thorold, I believe, is met up to, I think it's 3 to 1. So rather than moving 1 space, it moves 3. But when we get there, we'll kind of explain it.
Yeah.
Now, we all start off with 2 strength points, as I mentioned. We also receive 5 gold. So we get 5 gold between us, so I just put a 5 between us, 5 gold will bank to the side, I can sort that out.
Yep.
And then willpower again, that happens to be an extra thing that because we've got a scram out, we've got that too.
This guy.
And then we start off in our position where we are in the rank, and the person with the lowest rank starts. So yeah, you're going to shuffle those and you're going to draw one. They will be face up, so we'll talk about what we're going to do. I've played every single fate card. The only one I haven't played, well, with 100% certainty, is this one. So I was going to play that one. I can't recall what it is, but I haven't looked at it.
Okay.
I'll play that one, and then you can play whichever one you think looks well.
Well, I'm just choosing one, right?
Yep, just one.
I'm going to choose that one.
Okay, and out of interest is a number 4. Cool. So, do you want to read out your fate? I don't know if you choose your heroes first. It shouldn't matter too much.
Well, I'm the archer. That's
Alright,
it.
I thought you might be the archer.
Yeah.
Cool. So, I often play Thorn, but I might choose to play Cram and get greed on gold because.
Shall I get these chips out of the way then?
Yeah, I'll get these guys out of the way. I'm thinking of going for. I might go for Cram for a change, just because we can boost up. So I'll do that. Now,
Okay.
the thing I've seen people lose this game quickly because whilst a win condition is to complete your fate, people go, let's not do anything at all, and
Hammer
you
that.
fate, and then actually you lose because you forget about the greater scheme. So it's great how it can add a bit of greediness to it. So mine is the hero knows, and I'll also read out the spiel in a second about what's happening here. But my fate is the heroes know that it's time to act on his own. You must defeat 2 monsters in battle alone before the legend marker reaches space F on the legend track. If you fulfill this fate, flip this card face down. Okay, so that's my objective.
And remind me, we're to win. We need to achieve this, as well as.
We both need to achieve this, and that's our
Right,
first
okay.
objective,
So
and then we'll have another one.
This is not like a little thing that gets us a bonus. This is
No.
we really need to do
We
this.
absolutely have to do it. Equally, though, we need to make sure this castle doesn't overrun. So
Yes. Okay.
it gives us a bit of nice, direction.
Okay. So the keeper of the Tree of Songs has asked for support.
Yeah.
Move the creature who occupies the highest numbered space,
Mhm.
excluding space 80,
Okay.
to space 57, and mark it with a star token.
Okay, so that's going to go here. Oh, we need to grab a star token. Yep.
This monster does not move at sunrise. You must participate in the battle that defeats this monster. If you fulfill this fate, flip this card face down. Okay, so it's got to beat that dude up.
Yeah. Now, you won't do it alone probably, so you might need me unless it says do it alone, which I don't think it does.
You must participate.
Good,
So
great, that's
okay.
relief. So this guy says defeat alone.
So I can whale you in there,
Oh yeah, so I
And
might need to get strong because
mince around in the background.
yeah, because to beat 2 people alone, that is going to be tough. We've got 5 hit points, so if you can pass me over the yellow things, please, and you are the green.
Green?
So, you represent green, shady green, or pastel green.
What
Oh,
happened
no,
to
you're
red?
green. No red. Red's are baddies.
Oh.
I'm yellow. I'm going to move this into the centre. So we've got that going on there.
What are these little fellas?
So that look for the male one,
Oh, I see.
or the one that
That's-
looks.
that little fella's me.
masculine, whatever. Yep. I'll go Cram. So Cram. What's them called?
I think they're both
Bait.
identical.
Sometimes they're very similar. These are even more similar. I think those ones are definitely different. Okay, so I start in position 7, so I'm up here. And then I chuck your things out. So we're going to start off. I'm lower value than you, so I start before you. So you place, 1 goes on the cockerel space, 1 goes on space 7. You have some dice which you might need. Called Cube goes on 2, and your other characters goes back in the bag.
Back in the bag.
The one that you're playing with. Cool. And then what happens is we've got 5 willpower each between us. So tell you what, do you want the willpower? I have to take the cash because I can get 5 to 1, so I can go strong on this. Yeah, up to the cockerel. I can grab if you like. And then do you want to? It's up to you. It doesn't really matter too much. I mean, obviously I can get willpower over here. You start off in position.
Distribute, so we can take, we can mix it.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. So only because, of course, I'm greedy. Obviously, I get more of a benefit. So I could tank up. Oh, that's great for you. You can get some runes straight away.
How did you know I started there?
It's your rank.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Each mission, each legend varies where you start.
Okay.
So that's this.
Well, why don't we just split that? You can have more of it because that sounds like you're gonna be more busy, like with fighting.
Yeah, I mean, obviously 5 doesn't do much for this compared to the cash is what gives me the strength. The strength is better than willpower.
Oh, okay.
But you can have some cash, but you definitely want to only have like say 2. When I start fighting these guys off, I'll be carrying the cash around with me. But then if I get the same space, you can take it off me.
Okay, well, you'll go with what you reckon. So you want the cash and I'll take the willpower. Is that the
If you
the
want, I
idea?
don't mind.
That sounds good, like a good idea.
Obviously, it makes sense for someone to take all the willpower because then you're closer to do it.
That sounds like a good idea, right?
Cool. So this money will switch hands a lot in the game. And equally, if you were playing this person, I'll be giving you the cash as well. So cool. So I'll be going first because I've got the lowest value. So I could go, if you want to obviously spend stuff, you've got to go to, like I said, these 3 places.
Does that go somewhere?
Yeah, I'll just check out Bing, somewhere here. Okay, so where do we want to go? You're already down here, so these will randomise as well. You basically roll 2 dice, and I roll 2 different coloured dice, and you always knew one would be the denominator, whatever it's called, the decile value, and therefore lots of 2s come out for some reason, so you got quite lucky, maybe, they're around here, as opposed to they kind of gone all over here, so luckily this is going to be hopefully we do quite well at this game.
Where are you at?
I'm up here.
What are you doing up there?
Because I'm number 7, that's where he starts.
Yeah.
So I can fight that guy.
We don't even know each other, you're so far away.
Oh, there we go. Telecommunications. So I'm going to spend 1 action. I don't know if this is a good idea or not. This could be a gore and it could be terrible. It's not. Oh, I actually get strength. So actually now I'm stronger than the guy next to me. That's it. That's
There's a guy behind you. I didn't see him. And so do we alternate turns, do we? Or is it just like...
In some respects, if I want to rest, then you can keep on taking turns. But when you commit to resting, that's it. You can't come back in that round.
Right. So
that day.
So whose turn is it now?
That's your turn.
Oh, okay. Right. And
so straight away you can pick these up, so you can look at them.
I might as well do that. Does that cost me?
No, it's just to start your turn. So you can take these straight away, which is great. You already got 2 different colours. So one more, and you can convert your dice into a black one if you wanted to.
Would that be a good idea?
Well, yeah, it goes up to 12.
But what happens with my rolling 1 dice at a time business?
Well, that will go away. It's rolling 1 die, but that's a lot better because the best you can ever get is a 6. This is the best you ever get. Minimum you get is a 6.
Yeah. All right then.
And 1 more space.
Well, I'd like to go there and see what's going on.
They are also 3 medicinal herbs. You only play with 2. There are 2 of them are value 3. One's a value 4. So we don't know what's in play, but there's 1 here, and there's 1 over there.
And they flip, and what might be on there?
There's a value of 3 or a value of 4.
A value.
A value of 3, which means one of 3 things. When you fight something, you can commit an extra 3 strength.
Yeah.
Or you could get rid of it, and basically it's 3 or 4 willpower. So 3 or 4 strength, 3 or willpower, or 3 or 4 movements. Your choice. Probably strength is obviously the strongest thing.
I fancy going for this rune fella because if that's another different colour, that's quite tasty.
So 3, 2, 1. It's not.
So to be honest, do I still keep that, or do I just leave it lying around?
It's no use.
Yeah.
So but you do have a little, person, so you can start bringing them to the cards if you wish to.
I mean,
there's no harm. But what you don't want to do is then gobble these people up either.
What, that guy might eat her?
If ever it comes across them, it's not good. There are certain missions whereby you could lose if they have them.
And what if I don't get on with her? She might be quite irritating.
Well, luckily it's a different ways back then. So you've taken your turn.
Yeah.
You move 1. So now it's my turn.
Okay.
I'm going to risk it. I've got a bit more strength. I'm going to boost it, and maybe I'll even have a chance to fight something else. So I'm just going to spend another single 1. Flip over. And I got a card. Alright. Could be good, could be bad. Let's find out. I shuffled these. Got through them all. Right. The beautiful sound of a horn echoes over the countryside. Each hero with fewer than 10 willpower points increases his willpower points to 10. So actually, after all that,
that's great.
That was actually good in the sense
that... Yeah, because if you were already up there, that would have been...
Yeah.
Wasted it. That's great. Okay. So, in a sense, I could take like 6 moves if I wanted to.
Yeah, you could just blast up there and that's it.
Absolutely leg it.
But equally, if I managed to then fight someone off because I had some action points and it did so,
some
bad. You can definitely peg it. I definitely have pegged at times.
And I'm quite leisurely at the moment.
I mean, you got this guy.
This is what I'm going for. I've got my eye on the runes at the moment. So get me into space 21, I think. Do I want to take that?
So this
I
comes
think
with
it's
the
a
game
do,
as well.
isn't it? Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm good. No, I'd just leave them there. I think, isn't it?
Oh, might as well take them because if you can get to the castle, then there's an extra person to be allowed in.
I like working alone. It's just
Well, drop them off and they're fine.
okay.
There's
He can
Maggie.
come.
Alright, one space.
Yeah,
So you've
okay.
got one position. It's blue. It wasn't the colour you wanted.
Oh.
Rats. Alright, my turn. So I'm going to move one more again. I could have actually, of course, jumped all the way down to get the telescope and come back up again, but I'll handle that as I need to. Oh,
Where's
it's
the
so.
telescope at?
Pardon?
Where is the telescope?
Telescope's here, so you have to go to these places to buy stuff.
Oh, okay. I see. Sorry, I didn't see that.
So there's three of them. The Tree of Songs has
Little
one.
merchants.
So we can go up here, fight
Yeah.
them off, and then we've got some cash.
Oh yeah, I need to go over there, don't I?
You do, but again, you've got some time. I don't know if yours is time limited. I think it is.
no time limited.
Whereas mine is by, well, I've basically got 6 days to do my quest. So I do need to.
You need to get a move
hurry
on.
So there we go. We now have the witch in play. So there it is. You can now buy it. So after on, the hero may, I can actually spend the witch's brew to double the result. So I can choose to get that straight away. So I'm going to go there and buy it. Might as well double something. So I can always give it to you. I'm going to spend 3 to get 2. I think it's worth it. Well, I could leave it there and let you go there at some point. Not going anywhere. I'll leave it for the time being. Because you can get it cheaper as well.
The hero may use the witch's brew to double the result of 1 die.
So that's great if you get this.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. But I mean, again, it's like it feels like you're going to be, Mr. Combat. So I think you should grab it really.
You can always give me those runes as
I
well.
can give you the runes.
So just letting you know in terms of fighting, if you're in the same space as them, they will engage with you.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they won't engage with you unless you engage with them.
Okay. I can walk into their space, can I?
Yes. Well, you can't with the obviously the farm, because you'll lose them.
No,
But you're a fighter; you can fight in an open space, so it's fine. It's quite good.
How far away am I? Where am I in that one?
You're a couple away from them. That's
I
my
might have a little
turn.
pop at him actually.
So-
I quite fancy having a little pop at him, but I'm not far from.
But that's too strong.
What?
It's going to be on a 6, remember, because these are scrolls. So you're way too weak. They're going to decimate you. But one more space, and you're into the better zone now to have a better chance, more dice.
Okay. Let's do that.
All right. So we flip it over, so it's now an exhausted well. It flips back at the end of the day, or a new day.
Yeah.
That's it. So you move on another 3 positions. So you're on to 15. Your willpower is the circular disc. That's it. Then it's my turn. I'm again just going to move on for 1, poodle along, and it's another card. Well, we saw a good card. Let's see what Community Chest does this time. Shield. So we could have used a shield if we had one.
Yeah.
Probably isn't going to be good. Wretched monsters pollute the well at the foot of the mountains. Take the well token from 45 and return it to the game box. Well, that's happened.
No.
Oh, and I also didn't read out the whole flavour text, I don't believe, for this particular mission, which I was going to do. Ready? Time for blind rested. Right, so dark clouds pass in front of the sun, and a pale shadow falls over Whiteberg Castle. Prince Thorold has discovered that a dark mage named Vakor controls the vicious monsters roaming through Andor. The heroes now have many tasks to complete, and this time in Andor's history will later be known as the Days of Resistance. And that's it. That is the key part of it. And when we reach the final mission,
That's helped actually. That's focused me.
and when we lose or not, it'll tell us what happens next in terms of like
Ah,
future
right.
things.
The continuation of the
Yeah,
very small story.
that's it. So
Okay. Well, so what are you going to do with this witch's brew then?
I believe you started here, didn't you? 1, 2, 3. So you did that.
Oh yeah, I haven't moved up yet.
I've been past it now.
Oh, you sacked it off.
I don't think we need it yet. I mean, I can always get it and bring it down and drop it off.
Why wouldn't you just get it?
I can do, but I mean, for me,
Oh, you have to buy it.
I have to buy it, and
Oh,
you can buy
okay,
it
right,
cheaper
okay.
as well.
Rich's brew costs 3 gold. Oh, okay, I see what you're going on about. Right, yeah. You want to keep the gold because you might be able to change it into punching power.
Mhm.
I want to see some fighting in a minute because that's the bit that I'm most confused about. But what are you doing?
Yeah, you probably want to fight together because we combine all our strength and stuff.
Yeah, but I can just pop something with a bow, can't I?
No, well you can, but remember you're fighting on a 2.
Yeah.
Best roll you can get is a 6. You're hoping then,
Yeah,
which is
okay.
obviously your chance is not in your favour.
Go on and crack. Let's
So
shall
you'll
go.
jump.
No, I think it's your go, isn't it?
No, because you've only moved 3 positions, I've moved 4.
Oh,
well, it's not based on that. It's just I've had 4 turns, you've had 3.
Oh, okay.
Because we've only been moving 1 space at a time.
Sure. Well, I might as well go in the castle and drop this guy off.
Yeah,
isn't it?
so that does this, and also at the end of the round, that will replenish. Okay, so that you can always hover around and grab that back, obviously, next round.
I'm busy.
Obviously, that will disappear, which isn't good for Thorn. That's my turn, so I'm just going to. Well, these would have disappeared too. I'm now going to move on 1 more space. And there's a coin. So that's straight up coin, which you convert for non-fog money, which is good. Getting down here. And that's your turn. Obviously, you got. We don't know where that yellow one is.
It is out there, right?
It is out there.
So it's one of those 2.
I'm glad you're feeling the peril. That's what you need.
Well, I'm kind of in this room thing now, aren't I? So let's crack on. So can I go 2 spaces
Yes, you
into
can.
14?
So 1, 2.
Push it.
Hey!
Yes, mate.
So,
Runed up.
Rooney.
Wayne Rooney.
Okay. I have got 2 more spaces without pushing it. I'm going to spend 1 because I've got a nice little medicinal herb. It's a value 3, so there's 2 3s and a 4, so it could be better. And we've got.
Am I full now? Is that I'm like, I can't get
Yeah.
more?
So
That's cool.
you can't carry any more small items, so
Yeah.
you wouldn't be able to have this and this.
Yeah.
But equally, I could have that. So for now, it's up to you if you ever want it. But you have this, which is pretty good now. If you want to do fighting,
This is optional or always used? So I
no,
suppose-
no, you can pick. If you want to, you can use that instead. As soon as obviously you lose these, you lose that benefit too. So I have a card. I've got to do my
So I'm
3rd.
pretty. I'm tough now. I can start popping people, surely.
I think you could. Although these guys are still.
I'm
way
not going to
stronger.
go near this geezer.
Yeah.
This is
So that is your kind of guy.
Yeah.
No, that's a good. That's an ally, I guess. So we are now
Witches
on.
are evil, aren't they?
Well, some witches and white witch. So the heroes find a portion of a very old relief. Only a few heroes appreciate its exquisite craftsmanship. The dwarf and the warrior each receive 3 willpower points. All right, so 1, 2, 3.
And the bloody warrior.
Yeah, right. So
Really eh?
I have taken just 1. You've taken 2, didn't you? Jump
Yeah, I
there?
did a
I took
double.
1, I think.
Yeah.
Is that my 5th? I think I was here.
Yeah, I jumped you.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now it's your turn because you alternate turns.
I see.
So I
Okay.
will say these are too strong, I think, because you can get this is going to be rolling a 6, and based on their willpower, they're rolling 2 dice. More, they're going to roll more. So it's going to roll a 6. It could get 2 6s, which would be a total of like 18 against your one, which is a 2 and a 12. So that wouldn't be enough.
So it's
If I've
it's
got
plus
2
2 because of this strength business.
Yeah, so it's 2
So I've got plus 2. So I've got 14 is my
Yeah.
max.
So if you went for a 2, then they roll 2. The best they can get is also 14 because it's 6 plus 6.
So what you're saying is that you wouldn't attack that guy.
I definitely want to attack these guys. Already, statistically, the best you can do is draw, and of course that's wasting time because you need to be at least 4 ahead or chip away to get 4 ahead.
But I quite like doing what you would least expect me to do. So,
So come on.
well, look, okay. So I'm coming down here anyway. No, I don't need that rune now. I'm done with
No,
that.
no, we can literally skip it. We can get rid of that rune because we're not going to go there.
I
Right.
fancy.
We've got this medicinal herb that could help you out.
I'm
There's
done with
more. You can do some more farming.
that. I'm done with the farming and the rummaging around in the dirt.
I mean, you can come towards me. I'll give you some
stones.
cash.
This
This
is.
guy will get in the
I
castle.
want
in
to.
another
This
2
is
rounds.
Legend of Andor. The legend is not about
The Legends isn't just going
fiddling around in the
berserking.
dirt.
Yeah.
It's about slaying and.
Well, as you heard, don't necessarily slay, because as soon as you
Right.
slay someone, they're going to have other stuff, which they're called monster tiles for a reason. So,
It's so near me though.
well, I got 2 swords after trouble when you got 1 bow.
But so if I kill him, this goes up.
It will, yeah. And I
You don't want me to do it, do you? 'Cause
Well, another thing to think about it. Each time you fight it, so if you
Yeah.
give up, so each round you fight, apologies, that's going to move up 1 space. So if you don't knock it out in that first round, it's going to keep bumping up.
I just wanted to just fire one off like a little warning shot, but no, okay, you've convinced me not.
You
to.
can do, but it's
It's
not
I don't-
too easy
I
again,
don't wanna-
necessarily.
get on Cram's bad side. I might need him later. So if he's going to get all cross with me for.
There's some
Fine.
cash up there. You can start hovering towards the Tree of Souls.
No more rummaging. I
Yeah,
wanna
but it's
gain-
towards your quest.
Okay, so What have I got left? I don't want to push myself at this stage, really. Do
Well,
I?
you've got more willpower, so you can always dump down a bit. But equally, yeah, this is.
Well, I suppose my willpower doesn't matter anymore, does it?
Well, you need if you keep these, if you keep that, yeah.
Well, why do I lose these? What can I lose these?
Like I said, you can always choose to switch back, but then, as it stands,
essentially willpower doesn't matter if I've got this, right?
Correct, unless again you might not want them, and maybe as you suggested.
No, these are mine now.
All right, you did say about me grabbing that, but if you want to have it, I'm more than happy to be the fighter.
Oh, you want these?
No, I thought you were buying it. So
okay, if I'm not bothered about willpower.
At present,
then maybe it's only going to cost. Is it 2 per space? Is it?
Yeah, and I'd probably, generally speaking, I wouldn't exhaust unless you need to. I think it's fairly.
Oh, well, I don't need to then. So I'll just wander into this.
Actually, yeah, I mean that wouldn't help you because you've got no cash.
So where's he going? He's not going in there.
He will move that way, yeah.
So I'm quite safe here.
Yeah, nothing actually goes into that space unless it spawns. So moving 1.
Yeah.
Okay, and then it's my turn. Where am I? I'm actually in the middle of nowhere because you can't go anywhere. So I'm going to move back 1 space.
Why did you go there?
There's a thing. I could go there. I could go south. If I actually go south, this guy's going to leapfrog into it, which is quite a nice space. The downside is there's a lot of snow. We already saw the snowball happen. It's going to kick in. We kind of forgot about that. So I'll stay here.
But there's nothing we can do unless we fight them, is there?
No. So we could push it and fight this guy off, or this. Well, this is the guy we want to fight off because that's going to jump, and then that's going to jump. So actually, if we'd fight this guy off, then that will only be 1 space. But
so I could push myself, get into your space, and we're ready for him. Is that the idea?
So I'm currently there. Okay, you could, for example, go 1, 2, 3. That's not enough because it costs you an extra action to fight. So I think we need to stop there and then
just stop there and
round 2
chillax
is going to be a blah blah potentially. So end of the round.
Yeah.
First thing we do is you say you rest. So it's your turn. You're saying you're resting. Then I say I'll rest. So I go behind you. So you go first next round.
I think I'm green, but yeah.
Oh yes. Yeah. I then draw a card.
You draw a card.
Well, we draw a card.
Oh, okay.
So the heroes enjoy a round of drinks in the tavern. Let's have a drink.
Yeah.
So,
we're in different
Yes,
taverns. Though.
okay.
I mean, we're stretching over a giant ogre.
yeah,
to
it's an open
clink
stall.
our glasses.
Place 1 wineskin in space 72. So got 1 here, goes into the tavern. A hero who occupies or enters space 72 receives 1 wineskin. If 2 or more heroes occupy space 72 at the same time, the hero with the lowest rank receives its wineskin.
When a hero performs a move action, he may use the wineskin to move 1 space without advancing his time marker on a track. After using a full wineskin, flip the token. So, where's that? No, okay.
Yeah,
So it just gives you an
movement.
extra. It just gives you 1 free movement.
Yeah. So I mean, I was aware I mentioned these earlier, but it can skirt over until
After using a half full wine. So what's a half full? How do you?
Oh yeah, you
half?
just have 1 and then you spend it half. So do it like that, and you can get rid of it.
Oh, I see. I gotcha. And
So-
you can't refill it.
No, but you can obviously buy more.
Okay.
So that's moved, this moved. Then we do these scrolls moves, they move in order. So they go there, it'll jump and go here. That won't move obviously. This guy will bounce, this guy will move. And now it's into territory land. So now,
So he's about to go in the castle.
well, end of this round. So that's going to flip over.
And you was right next to him. You just ran away from him.
I didn't have the strength, although you have got a farmer now to kind of offset it. This guy's going to get gobbled if that control.
That poor farmer.
What else do we have? We've got this medicinal herb down here too. Got some more.
Why is the farmer there?
Because it's just showing you an extra one's allowed into the castle. So that's what that represents. Equally, as soon as 1 comes in, we can ditch that to show that we've now only got 3 left. When they do in the castle, that doesn't go up by the way. It's only if you fight them off.
The only time this moves is with fights.
Yeah, and they basically go here,
Oh,
and that
I
represents
see.
it. So these guys, when they go in the castle, they kind of take up this space to show you that there's little space left.
And when they go here, there you go. The monsters fight.
Yeah, correct.
And then they can't
Fight
move out
us.
again.
Yeah, it's just kind of having a counter showing how many you fought off typically. But that's it. So we've moved everyone, we've refreshed the wells, we've moved, we haven't moved the thing up. So that moves up, and we flip over 1 at a time. So the first thing that happens is place 1 gore in space 50. So if you can try and find 50, I'll try to get these guys out. Yeah, it's up here. There it is, bong.
You know where space 50 is.
I was just giving But now it's time for a war drac. So I need to grab a war drac out. And they are going to go on space 51.
And that's the cat.
Yeah. So that's the first one. Done.
What was that? 51, right? Okay. Well, that's not great for me. So I was going that way. But I can move through the space, can't I, without fighting it?
You can. But
So we're not technically under any threat, personally.
No, they just want to get to the castle.
They're not interested in us unless we bosh them up.
Yeah, obviously it's more efficient to fight them on our way because we can't wait for them.
Yeah.
You take the troll who occupies the highest number space between 1 and 50 and the want in the direction of the arrow. So 1 and 50, highest troll, this is this one, so you've now lost that far.
Oh dear.
Do-do-do.
Well, it's he shouldn't have been out in these conditions, really.
That's it. So, there's open cards looking for. Right, and then you are leading off.
Am I now? Okay. So I just want to crack on and get to this guy. I think I've got my big
we won't
punchy.
reveal the mage until we both reach there.
What mage?
So we won't reach that last final boss until we both beat our
No,
face.
this dude.
Okay, yeah.
I'm on about this guy. So what would that be? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Should I just? Is there any harm in me just legging it 5 spaces? I guess the board states isn't going to necessarily change. I suppose you want to be
as well.
right. Do you want to sort of, before I go up to this guy, is it worth taking him out?
I still don't think it's that strong.
Even like together and with me, my massive dice.
So we're working out. You have a 2. I've got a 3. That's 5.
Yeah.
Let's put the worst results. It's a 5. Your worst is a 6. So that's 5, 11.
Yeah.
My worst would be a 1. So that's 12 in total. It rolls on a 6. Its best result would be 2 more 6s. So it'll be an 18 against an 11. So that wouldn't be good currently. But I'll probably fight this guy off, and then I need to defeat 1 more.
So you don't want my help on that one, do you?
I can't, unfortunately, based on my fate.
Okay.
But there's some cash. You can obviously have a go pop this guy again. It's still not too strong. But
Remind me how I get my strength up again.
So 2 coins, so it gives you 1 strength.
Right.
There might be some more strength in the
That's why
in the fog. Let's tell you how much there is. There's no more strength in the fog, but there is. There's a wineskin. There's 2 willpower. There's one of them. There's a 3 willpower there somewhere. There's 4 more event cards.
Not interested.
And there's a bit more cash.
So there's no way of getting our strength up then. That's it. We're
Not
done.
early on.
Okay.
Early on is fighting actually, and obviously going to these locations. So you've already obviously got your runes though, so you're strong in that respect.
1, 2. I suppose I'm not actually that far away from that guy. Would it be?
That cash, you know what you could do? That would be good if you can get your cash and then go to the Witch's Brew.
Yeah.
Buying that for only 2 cash, 2 for 2, and then you are definitely strong enough.
Yeah, but I can't hold that, can I?
Good point.
Now I'm done with carrying stuff. I'm weighed down enough as it is with these 3 pebbles. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into. If you're doing your jazz there, I'm going to go into 48. See what that fog's
The good news
all about.
is with fighting, the other person will be doing the dice rolling. The person to your left, or whatever. So when I'm fighting, you can represent the bad boss.
Okay.
Right.
I just want to have I really do want to just to see it.
Just do 2.
Oh no! I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go here, get the fog. There's some money behind this guy.
As I said, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to get the fog, kick his ass, and then see what that's all about. That's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to go 1, 2, there. Do I reveal that?
Yep.
Ooh.
2 more willpower.
2 more willpower. Well.
2 more Wilmers.
Well, my buds.
And then you've moved 1 position, was it, or 2?
I did 2.
Alright. Now we do some fighting then. Alright, so I'm going to roll 2 dice.
I
That's
wanted
it.
to do fight, and you keep putting me off it, and then he starts to fight with somebody.
You pick Jada, you pick Pasto, right. So,
I could have popped him.
So I'll be rolling these, and then you'll be doing that afterwards. So I spend an action to fight.
Yeah.
I roll 2 dice.
Yeah.
Highest one will count. And I got this as an investigation of it. Best is a 2. 2 or a 2. Only got a 2. It's a 2, and that's 5. That's it.
Yeah.
Okay. They're fighting on a 2. So even if they've got 2 1s, is actually worse. Because 2 1s is a 2.
Okay, let's see.
So now it's your turn to roll. Now I might have to add this to it anyway.
So you can wait
You're
until I
rolling
see
2
it.
dice. Yeah. So
So
you
I
dice
wanna-
trophy when you use it.
I'll use that, and I want to roll low, don't I?
So you got 5.
I've got
So
5
you have a
times.
7 against my 5.
5.
Okay, so I could spend this for a single nook. Okay, not great if I wanted to use it because, yeah, I'm still pretty weak as you can tell. I might have to give up and just head straight over here, I think.
I see. Okay, so you could spend that, but you'd only end up with a differential of what, 1?
Yeah,
So
and then I have to fight again, and I'm just wasting my time. So I'm going to just waste that action and give up. Go back to full health because I think I'd rather keep the medicinal herb for something a bit more useful. So that shows you how weak that was. Even with I'm stronger than you and got medicinal herb. Yes, you got the 10, but
I'm amazing. So no, I think. Well, firstly I can pop him from here, can't I?
you can have a go.
I suppose I want the money though, don't I? I mean,
The money. There's another fog token.
There's a fog token and money in that space.
Not in the same space, but
I'm going to go in here.
so move up for one thing. Take the cash.
I'm going to take the cash.
Plonk it on your
Head.
there.
In there. And then I'm going to bop this guy.
Oh, not the same turn.
What?
So you've moved.
Oh.
You can't move and fire if you know you're an partridge. So, my turn. I'm just going to jump in here. 1, 2, 3. I'm yellow. 1, 2, 3. I'm now it's my turn. I'm spending 6 cash. It's got up to 9.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now I've got some time to wall up things. All right. Now it's your turn. So there is some fog. I mean, do you know what a fog could have? It could have a gore in it. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Bop him. You've put me off bopping.
You could even force it. You could even force it from here because you find
bop.
because as an archer. All right.
Doing it. Look, he's a little pipsqueak. I've got
Well, let's see.
3 pebbles to smack him about with.
Oh no.
Right, so I'm rolling this, yeah?
Yeah.
Come on!
The worst possible thing. There we go. Who knows what my dice rolling? Right. So 6, 7, 8. It's get. You got a 5.
Uh-huh.
So it's a 7
Yeah.
against an 8. So
Beautiful.
it does go down by 1.
Yes, mate.
Had you moved up 1?
No.
So that was 1. Was that 1 to move in?
I moved in on the previous turn.
Fine. Okay. So now that was 1 to fight it. So you're going to move up 1 again to fight it again.
I keep fighting.
Yeah, until
gotcha.
until you give up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Come on now, let's get that big fat 12. Oh, a 10's good.
All right. And we have a 4. So we have a 10.
Yes.
12.
Plus 12. Yeah, 12.
Against 2 and 4. That makes 6. That's enough.
Yes!
So, firstly, that comes off.
Yeah.
That will move up. You get 2 cash or 2 willpower. Again, the cash you can spend to get more strength. Which
I think strength is what I want.
it's hard to get coins in it is to get willpower.
Give me some cash.
Yeah, so you have 2 more cash.
And I can't spend the cash until I go
get
to
to
a
these
merchant.
merchants.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's another 2 money. My turn. So I'm going to head out. I need to destroy one of these 2 people. Again, we do have all this chaining stuff going on. This guy might be too far away this round. We might have to let him in. I'll see. But for now, I'm just going to jump over here. 1, 2, 3. Oh, interesting. If I do 3. So I could spend 3 into the bad zone. The downside is if I don't fight it this round, it's going to move away from me. So I have to spend more time following it. And it's going to actually change. It's going to be 1, 1, 1. So we go here. That's going to then get in.
Get it.
That's
Kick it.
going to get in.
Kick his ass.
So I've spent 3. 1, 2, 3. Lost 2 willpower. Then it's your turn. And that's why you might as well do something.
What did you lose the willpower for? Oh, because you've gone into the... Yeah, okay, gotcha. Well, now I've got a taste for it. Got a taste for blood.
You've got
How hard are these guys? What are these cats?
They're strong. They're 10.
What?
And they rolled 2 black dice as well.
What? That's mental.
And then you guys roll black dice. 2 black dice. So I'll just move to whoever our next guy that we're
Our
facing.
next guy, right, I gotcha. I don't fancy the cat then,
No.
but now that I've with ease beat the little guy, I think I'm
If
ready
you really
for...
want to, this is what we need to get fighting.
Do you think? Go back and sort that guy out.
Well, you won't
I'm
manage
so close to my destiny though.
You're not strong enough. You've got 2 against. You go over there and get some cash. I mean,
I've got
you get-
cash.
that will give you 2 more. So 2 more, you're up to 4 strength, but it's still on 6.
I buy strength points and an equal to
I think let me come to you to help you with that one. Actually, yeah, I need to fight this guy off. So you could just like slow ball it, but you've got some fog if you wish to go into it. Again, there will be 2 gores to fight in there if you want to.
He'd be... So what? 6, 4. What's the 6 do again?
So 6, that's 6, they're 6 strength. So 6 plus their die roll.
Oh, I see. Yes, of course. 4 willpower and 4 bucks.
So you get one of the two of those.
Oh, that's just a prize.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, wait, gotcha. I'm understanding the terminology now. Right. So I can move through the cat though, can't I? So 1, 2, 3, 4. So I could that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4. That's quite a lot.
It's still not strong. I think it's strong enough.
I know. I'm just
Mathsing it. All right.
mathsing it out. But there's that little merchant guild.
There's still cash around in here.
You said there was no cash left.
No, there's cash left. There's no strength left.
Oh, okay.
So there's a total of what's left? There's 3 gold coins, 2 gauze, 1 wineskin, 1 witch's brew, 5 event cards, 1 strength, 1 2 willpower, 1 3 willpower.
Mm.
And if you find it, you don't want it, you can leave it there unless it's a gore.
Mm.
And if you have the telescope, you can kind of leave it there. Now the app version of this, which is very good, very hard, you end up leaving stuff. You have to fight it so you see it.
So how far is this guy away then? So I've got to go over the bridge. Is that a bridge there? No. 1, 2. So he's. I mean, I'm never going to get to him in time.
No.
He's in. He forget him. This guy is getting a bit close though, isn't he?
What am I on? I'm already. I'm exhausted.
I've run all the way over here to come to this guy. It feels like it feels inefficient to then run in the opposite direction.
That's the thing. It's going way and back and
Okay.
forth. But like I said, you've got fog as anything that is the.
Yeah, you're guiding me towards this fog.
Only because there's nothing else I can see. They're just too strong. The other guys, based on the randomisation, what's come out.
Yeah.
We've got this down here, but there's
No.
You got some wine skin.
No wineskin.
Well, actually, 1, 2 give me 2 action boosts, and I got my 3, so I might be able to reach it. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and then I've got 2 spaces. 1, and that's 5.
It's a castle of space, is it?
It is, yeah, big 0. But
Right.
yeah, I'm out of stuff. If I had a bow though, I could have managed it. In fact, I got no cash left.
Right. Okay. You're getting him. I'll leave him. I'm gonna go via the fog to my guy. I'm going to get my guy, but I'm going to go by the fog as a compromise. 1, 2, this fog. That'll put me up to my max without being upset. Oh, it's money.
1 money.
1 monies, please.
I'll give you that proper money, and then tuck that away. That's you done.
Yep.
My turn. I'm going to probably rest at this. Oh no, I'll fight as I said I would. So move it 1 more. I lose 2 more. Thank you. I'm going to fight with still 2 dice. Got a 9 though, so it should be possible. So 5, so it's 5, 14. It could still stay in the fight here, could get 2 6s. So I've got 14, roll 2 red for the gore. Oh.
5.
And
4.
alright, so 5, that makes 7, which I think I like 14. So that's skadooshed. So it's
Nice.
dead, moves up again. And I get another, I'll take 2 more cash.
What do the little dice symbols on this mean?
That was what I mentioned when that determines
Oh,
where these come out
yeah.
and where this guy comes out.
Gotcha.
So well, it's your turn. If you want to do something or rest,
No, that's me. I think I'll
yeah.
relax now.
I'm resting 2. So I have another monster tile is going to kick in again. So an ominous storm rolls over the
anonymous
countryside. And an anonymous ominous storm.
An androgynous storm.
An anonymous androgynous ominous storm and weighs heavily on the mind of the heroes. Each hero loses 2 willpower points.
What?
Unless he occupies any of the following spaces: 22 to 25, which is the forest; 47 to 60, you're fine; 62 and 63, 71 or 72, or the castle. So
So it sounds like trees or a castle.
trees, castle, tavern, or mine.
Oh well.
So I'm not safe
No, you're.
because I'm not sheltered, which is why the storm hit me.
Yeah.
Cool. This guy comes into the castle, gobbled. So I basically represent that, and I can come back away. We've then got all the gores have moved. We've now got the scrolls moving, so the lowest number first. This scroll is going to move over here. Those scrolls don't move. This wardrak is going once. This troll is going to move, and it's in the castle.
Oh no!
That's going to move here. Wardrax move again. Be down, anything to replenish. Then this moves up again. And we've got take each gore. Hawk space is 16 steady for 6. We don't have any. And move it once in the direction of the arrow. Don't have to worry about that.
Good.
And away you go.
Holy cow! So we took a bit of a hide in that turn, didn't we?
Yep.
This is quite tough then.
Yeah, it's the classic game of goes, this is impossible.
So I mean, right? I mean, right? Okay. So if 2 more get in the castle, we're done. No, 2 more. And
2 more allowed in.
3
and the
more.
third
2
one.
more allowed in. The third one kills us.
Yeah.
And there's 3. There's 2 on the doorstep.
This round, yeah. Again, watch
Oh,
out
for
for the
God's sake! Well, we've got to kill these guys.
I'm quite strong now. Come on, help me. Don't have to worry about that guy yet. I've
No,
only
I
got,
guess
at this
not.
point. I fought off one of these guys. I'm going to
Yeah.
use this guy. I need to get another one by myself.
Oh,
It's
yes.
tricky because there's no gauze left. So good thing I got 9. I got 6.
I shouldn't have killed that guy, really, should I? I should have left him for you.
I did kind of.
Did you? Is that what you said?
I did. All I said was
I just had-
don't fight necessarily.
I just had
You-
sort of
you
like
said-
a
you
red
said-
mist.
You did.
A red,
I-
a red
even-
mist come over.
Even a
me.
line they said, because I kind of wasn't even going to mention that, but they said, don't fight all the time. which
No,
they-
I know.
And then
Well,
you go straight in and go, I want to fight something.
Well, I told you that I just wanted to get one fight out of the way. I'm satiated now. My bloodlust.
And now
has
you
been-
realise how hard this game is.
Well, that I absolutely creamed that guy, so I'm full of confidence
In
now.
2 takes.
In 2 takes is all right.
Gave him a knock the first time. Right, so.
Okay, so well, you're saying there's no point in getting those guys.
I need to fight someone off to meet my fate, and there's no gauze left. So I must fight one of those 2 unless we ramp up here and hope another one comes in, which I think isn't. Well, no. We have
Shall
to.
Shall I bounce back and try and take out one of those guys?
With me, yeah.
With you, all right then. Let's do that. But you have to fight him on your own, so that's not going to be any good.
One I will fight my own.
All right.
But
I can smell my enemy there, though.
Well, head in that direction afterwards. It's fine.
All right. So I'll go back there later.
Yep.
All that way, all that mucking around in that forest, and I've got to.
That's what you learn.
All right. Let's bite the bullet. Let's go. 1, 2.
And you can fight adjacent, so you can get to just one more space.
So if I go 3 and then fight, then shall I?
Yeah.
Have
I
a
mean,
little-
if you go this way and you get.
He can't hurt me, can he?
No, they will hurt you if you start fighting them.
Well, not if I'm from a mile away, popping him with.
They can still do some stuff. They can still get involved.
What? What's the point of having the bow then?
Just because it allows you engaging them earlier.
Oh, okay. Lame. Right. Okay. I'm going to go here and bop him. That was, what is that? 3. And there's 1 for the bop.
No, you can't bop and fight.
I can't bop
You've
and
moved.
fight. Oh yeah, move right.
Okay, so you're preparing. So was that
Oh, the
why?
bow's not very good, is it? I thought the bow was
It's great. I think it's great, but
I don't get to fight at the same time as a move, and then
that's
he
if anyone.
still
I
gets
can't
to-
fight at the same time.
It's every time I pop him with an arrow, he
Yeah,
throws
ready.
it back. Apparently.
Yeah, that does happen. That does happen more.
Me having a bow is quick
Because
them.
even though it looks like it's a mile away, technically it's more about it's like this.
Ah.
So my turn. I'm going to move in 1, 2. I better fight this guy actually by myself. What was I here?
But if you move in and I can fight from outside and you can be inside, right?
Yeah, but I need to fight one by myself anyway.
Right.
I could leave that one and we fight it together. If you really want to get something, like you said, your blood loss has been quelled. So.
No, that's fine. You can go. You steam on in there. I've got him in my
Yeah,
sights.
you can still stay there and come in this direction afterwards. So
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. The downside is then what do you do? So I'm going to move 3. Then you can't then fight, or you could. You
Why can't I fight?
You can. We should need. We don't have to fight them both off. But if we did, I still need to fight off this guy too. Which is
Why
fine.
don't I weave round and have a little go at this guy then?
Well, you could move in. Move in. It's 2 spaces. You could go 1, 2, and wait, and then help. I can definitely help work with you because I think
What happens if I'm in the castle and a monster moves into the castle?
it still goes in the castle.
Oh, okay.
So
I don't want to wait. I'm gonna
we
put
could
some.
fight together, but the downside is we've only got 4 or so action spaces left. 'Cause also my willpower's dropping down to 7 now.
You take him out. I'm gonna move through you.
I could. Well, okay.
1, 2,
All right. So 2.
and then on my next turn, I'm gonna
Yeah.
smack. I'll maybe smack him about, depending on how you get on with this guy.
Right. So now I'm going to roll 2 dice. On 9. Need to move up, don't I? 9 plus 5. So I've got 14.
Mhm.
You are on 6 and 6. So now you're rolling 2.
4 and a 1.
Great. So what was it? I had what did I say? 14? 14.
Yeah, 14.
They have 4 and 6 makes 10. So I've got 14. I go down to 2. So I need to fight him again. Sign him up again. I'm going to roll again. Actually, I could have actually spent this to.
Just take him out.
Could do.
I think
It's an overkill though with a 3.
Yeah, but it gets you your fate thing. It saves you a turn, and then you can come and help
Alright,
me.
that's fine.
I think we're in.
That means you don't need to be here. You can run over here now.
Oh, what? You just.
But you're that close.
You know what? I'm not listening to you anymore, dwarf. You're going to be running around this bloody forest like a loon, back and forth. Oh, I need you over here. I don't need you now.
All right. Well,
It's not my.
I'll leave it to you. It's. I mean, that goes as well. Oh, hang on. This
You
goes
killed
away.
that.
That goes up.
That was the big guy as well.
Yeah, that's a scrowl.
Simon has been telling me not to hit the big guys, and then he goes straight away, and his first thing he does is go smack the big guy about and go, "Oh, that's fun."
With a 9. And then with this one.
That's what George did. I was 1 foot away from my guy. It was a bit. And Simon's going, no, come back 40 miles this way to help me with this guy. Then he takes him out on his own, and then says, "Oh, you should go back to your guy now."
Right, there we
It's
go.
taken me half the game to get to that guy. Okay, I'm going alone on this one.
Fine. Right, move up way 1.
Going it alone. Not listening to
Oh
the bloody dwarf
dear.
anymore. Useless.
Oh dear. What's the roll going to be?
Oh, it's going to be massive. It's a 10.
A 10.
Eat it.
10. And what else do you have? 10. You're on 12.
Yeah, I'm
He's on
12.
6.
Oh, no, I didn't get to cash them in because you told
No.
me not to.
Well, that's it. And they've rolled a double 5.
Oh,
So that's
They've rolled.
16. It's a 16 against 12. You've lost 4 willpower.
you deliberately rolled a double 5 there.
I told you, Julie knows about my die rolls. Now you've got fewer dice to roll, but it doesn't matter because you've got the big one.
Yeah,
So,
big one. Okay.
are you going to stop at that point?
No.
You going to go again?
Yep.
Wasting more time?
Wasting more time. Come on.
It's a 6. 6 and
No,
2
that's-
makes 8.
That's bad. Stop rolling double 5s.
5, so 8. I've got 11. You got another 3 willpower.
Oh dear. He's so pleased with himself. So, and it's a co-op, but he's absolutely delighted in the way this fight is going.
Right. I'm resting at this point. Oh, actually, yeah. Now I've got to move.
Hang on a minute, it's still my turn, isn't it?
Yeah, actually, you want to stop. Need some willpower.
Let's see, right, so let's have a think about this. Let's all calm down a minute. Stop getting goaded on by
Stop
this dwarf.
tickling it and let it, you know,
So he is on
whistle songs.
He's smacking me about for 6.
Plus and potential doubler.
Why am I finding this so difficult?
Because you're not strong enough.
Where's the? Right, I'm off.
Yeah.
I'm going to push
The rest?
myself. I'm going to go into the merchant guild, buy
You
some
could-
strength.
You could wait a turn. You could wait until the next day and do it.
Well, yeah, but these guys are getting. It's getting kind of crazy, isn't it?
Well,
I mean, this. What
Anyone's
happens,
coming in. That's just going to move one space, which is going to get hit.
yeah, but it's about. It gives us about 1, 2, 3 turns.
3 rounds.
Do you think we
Yes.
got that in
Dunno.
us? Oh, Jesus.
Or you could wait and let me come in with you and fight them together.
Or I could have carried on my little way to where I was
Ah.
going before.
Well, yeah, you could have done.
Yeah.
As I may have
That feels like a much
Might
better
have recorded
idea
that. Or I could actually just spend. Why don't I just spend
Record
2
over
actions?
that.
Why don't I spend 2 actions to come in and fight with you? So I spend 1, 2,
Yeah, get in it.
1,
come on.
2. Now you trigger the fight. So now you lose 2 willpower. Now you roll. So now I've got 9 plus 2 is 11.
Yeah. I roll.
Yep.
12 now.
11, 23. I got a 6, 29. I'll do the rolls that you instigated to get. So it's 29 against 6 and 2. So
Absolutely minced him.
there we go. And now we've taken it off.
Yeah.
We've now got
That goes up.
6 money between us. Again, so if you want the cash, I got the cash.
I mean-
now we're kind of fighting together, to be honest.
Do you know? So you know
I
when
5 max.
you know when someone says, "Can you open this jar for me?" And you do it with relative ease.
Yeah.
And it's definitely because you've been previously wrestling with it, and you've sort of like you've
Yeah.
you've loosened it up,
Yeah.
right? So I think I should get a lot of that money because I think that he crumbled pretty
Right.
easily there because of the
Have-
he was like a
So-
porcupine with the amount of arrows I had stuck in him.
There we go. So that ends. Now it's your turn finished.
I want to buy some strength. That's what I want to do.
Well, you're not far off. Now it's my turn. I'm going to. Yeah, I might move south and.
Are you going to beat that guy up?
No, I'm just going to move 2.
Okay.
And then I'm going to spend just 1 and then just end the day there. I'll actually go there. So I'm going to go there. That's your turn.
Oh, I'm not. I'm just.
So you're resting.
I haven't got the willpower.
So we do have Captain Thorold joining us and taking Prince Thorold. First, so we have a new card. Sulfuric vapors surround the heroes. The hero with the lowest rank rolls 1 hero die, and the group loses the number of willpower equal to the result of the die. Right, we lose 4 between us. So I'm already down to this position, so it's better for you to lose it because you've got the rune die.
Oh yeah. How much? What? How much? All of it?
4. Yep.
You're making me lose all the willpower.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4. Bloody hell.
Okay.
What happens if I don't like lose if I get to?
No, you lose 1 strength.
I lose
Okay.
1 strength if I get down to here.
Yeah. Okay, hence why we've got stuff like this. Right, done. Right, okay. So, children, for our video users,
Children.
for any nice language you hear. So, that. Gauls move, there's no more Gauls to move. We have scrolls to move, no scrolls to move. We have Wardraxes moving 1 position. Then the troll moves 1 position. The Wardrax moves again. Wells replenish. And then this moves up again. So now we've got 2 more monsters kicking us in. And Thorold comes out on space 72. Coming out of Prancing Pony. Plays 1 Gaul on space 15. 1 Gaul on space 15, which is over. Can't see them under here. See it a second ago up there. And 1 Gaul in space 26.
So numerically, it's not necessarily how many spaces there are away from the castle, obviously.
No, and then 1 Wardrax in space 67, which is down here.
Oh, he's miles away. What's he going to do?
Right, end of the day, we've moved it on. You are starting off.
Okay, brand new day.
My fate's complete on, by the way.
I mean, we absolutely decimated that guy. I think, can we take out the big... do you think we can take out either of those 2 big geezers?
It's a 10. It is possible, but again, we will lose, which is N.
Oh, okay, so we don't... Yeah, but
The sooner we know that, the sooner our final objective is. But equally, you're right, it's that close to us. But you could fight it now.
When does
you could just rest for 1 space. Although we probably need to be moving this direction.
Remind me what we're... So we're trying to...
Complete our fates to find out where Vakor is.
So once we've completed our fates, we
Well, this
find
guy
out...
can help us to fight as well.
Okay. Okay, well okay, well, I need to go to the merchant thing, that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to go 1, 2 into this fella.
Yeah, we've got 2, and then if you want to, you can spend it. How much do you have?
All of it.
And just on strength only?
Yeah.
Okay, what do you have?
2, 4, 6, 8, 9.
Okay, so you spend 8, keep 1 back,
What's 1 get me?
and nothing.
Oh,
That's-
what a
yeah.
waste of time.
So 8 gets you 4 strength.
Lovely. That gets me up to 6. That's a bit more like it. That feels a bit better.
Okay, right, so now up to 6, good. Yeah, I could jump down and get a couple of more strength. We do obviously have this wine skin, which you can't use because of lack of space. We do have that witch we could also get for doublers and stuff, which you can get cheaper. But if you want to, do you want to start heading towards obviously your objective? That does mean
Can I give you my gold?
once we're in the same space, yeah.
Can we retro that I gave
well,
you
the
my
one,
gold?
the one doesn't really matter because I'm also on even amounts.
Oh, but your ability says you
Only
can
if
buy...
I get down here.
Oh, okay.
So I think we're kind of done with probably getting there for now. But
Alright.
we can head over towards your objective.
I've got to go there, so it's up to you whether you're going to...
Well, we can always send this guy instead.
You've got your 2 guys, so you've done yours.
You are kind of strong enough now. Well, actually on an even keel. A 6 against a 10. Well, yours hits on a 6, let's
Yeah.
say. They hit on a double 6.
And he gives us +4 something or other.
If he gets them over there, which is going to cost you 1 action point and moves 4 positions, basically. It could be 3 or 4, but I'll say 4.
Is he? So do you think he's worth roping into it?
Well, it's at +4 basically on a 10.
Do I have to go? So that'd be 1 to get him.
Oh yeah. Yeah, 1 to get him.
And then we just walk together, do we? Can I jump on the back of his horse?
Nope. You have to obviously spend an action point to move it as well.
To move him as well as me?
Well, you're basically on your action point. You're either moving or it's moving, and it doesn't stay around the entire game. So that Prince Thor will disappear in 4 turns.
So it would cost me 2 action points every space I move with him.
No, it's completely independent. So either you're moving or it's moving. He's moving. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, I'm not entirely
So
following that.
if you spend 1 action point,
Yeah.
you move 1 space.
Yeah.
You could also, instead of spend 1 action point, and if you did that instead, this guy moves up to 4 spaces.
Oh, he moves 4 spaces.
Yeah,
Okay,
up to
sorry.
4, yeah.
Yeah, but you want to move him. I want him to. Do I have to go there first?
You could go, well, it's going to go the opposite direction of where your thing is, but
No,
then
but
it nets out to nothing.
Only to get him.
Oh no, sorry, you can just move him. You can
I
just
can
command
see
him.
it. Brilliant. Okay, well let's go.
But if you did go here, that's a waste in the sense that you're spending
Yeah,
1,
I
2,
don't know.
and yeah.
I was only to go and pick him up. But if I don't need to do that, I am off. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Do you only do this round? It's all about like timing, so you can wait a bit and just do it at the beginning of the next round.
That's just what I'm worried.
You don't need to rush in and do it. There's no rush.
There's no rush. Well,
No, I've got all my actions to do.
Okay.
Equally, yeah, we could actually ping off one of these guys and then do it possibly. And we do have Thor to our disposal.
Okay, well I may as well move as far as I
I mean,
can.
the other
isn't it?
thing
1,
is-
2, 3, 4, 5. So
Well, you
let's
could
do
do
5.
1 at a time, like one that I move and then. But equally, you got all these like things you can boost up your willpower's pretty low,
Yeah, that.
and you're gonna lose it if you go into your negatives. So again, you can get it when you fight them off, but cash is better. So you could head off to that one there. Got this one here.
I'm gonna
Battery of some.
I'm gonna try and pick up these fogs.
Could be a gore in there.
That's all right. I can take it.
So
So
you could take it, but of course then we're closer to
yeah, but
everything.
that's what I want to do. I want to. I'm an independent archer. You know,
There's a remix song that was on.
Yeah, I'm gonna. I don't see the value in just going 1 space, then you go in a space, and me go.
Depends. Yeah, I mean,
There's no. That's just delaying the inevitable. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Obviously,
5. So I may as well just go
previously
5.
when we went big jumps, then we realised, oh, we could have done that instead.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay. Up to 6. Reveal the fog.
Ooh,
Another wineskin.
wineskin.
Yeah, well. I would have put them all out, but sometimes you don't play everything.
Absolutely unnecessary amount of components in this game.
Yeah. Why?
What? You're trading a token with a picture of wineskin on it for a token with a picture of wineskin.
Yeah, but the whole point is you don't know it's a wineskin. And you can buy wineskins. There's loads of wineskins because you can buy loads of them.
Sure, but these could have just been.
No, because then you don't know. I mean, they can be round, but
Oh no, I can't take it anyway.
no, you can't.
Ah, bugger, I don't want
Just leave it there then.
it. I don't want it.
Oh well, okay. So
Although, can I use it and pick up the? No.
you can ditch them and then use it, but then you've left it. You've gone
left it. No.
So yeah, you could leave them somewhere, cash them. Right.
No, I'm
so
chuffing
I don't know what to do because I could fight. These are pretty strong guys to fight.
I've just absolutely legged it. Left you with
You have.
a cat.
This guy could fight with me.
Oh, that's what I was going to do, but it's going to cost me an action point to trigger.
There's this little tiny gore down here as well.
Yeah.
Don't know when that guy happened actually. That happened at the end of the
Where
round.
did he
Yeah.
come from?
It was this end of the round. It was
Okay.
the monster. So I'm tempted to. That might be our demise. This guy. So I could come down here. I'm going to come down here for now because I've got lots of space. You're fair fighting. You're strong. You're not fully strong enough.
I'm doing it. I should have done it before.
I think I'll have to follow you. So I'll just leave these guys then. So I'll could send this guy instead. You'll be strong enough with that because +4. I'll just go there with you and I'll spend my cash over there.
He
So
sounds like a good idea to
1,
me. If he goes
2,
4, 1
3,
point, that's
4. Oh, willpower's okay. 4, 5, 6. I'll still do 6 and look at the fog. We got lucky. Snow gore +3. That's just what I wanted.
Ugh. So this is another thing Simon's just done now, right? I'm working my way back to my guy, and there's lots of treasure around the guy that I'm trying to kill, right? And then Simon's gone, actually, I'm not going to do what I was doing. I'm going to come and help you. And he runs straight in ahead of me. Picks. Yeah, just getting all the good stuff. And I'm not on willpower. I've got like 2 willpower left, and he's gone straight in there and picked that up. Also,
I was waiting.
just
to
when
get
he
out.
goes like, oh, don't move too far ahead.
Clock
Don't-
watching.
he just went 5 spaces to go.
Based on what you did, yeah, it's nothing else for me to do. Well, there's point of stopping there.
There's nothing cooperative about this game. Huh? Greedy dwarf, yeah.
Oh yeah, no, it's fully positive. I'm just playing the character.
Literally reaching down to grab it like that. And
I
a little dwarf comes in, grabs it.
I said I could play Crown the Greedy. I don't tend to play the. Julie normally plays it.
Can I shoot you?
No.
Oh, it's a shame. Right, okay. Don't kill that guy without me being.
I'm not
That's it.
waiting.
This is my.
I'm growing a beard over
It's
there.
my destiny.
Right.
That's what all my life I've been working towards
I'm
fighting this
grading
guy,
here.
the keeper of the tree of frogs or whatever it's called. So I've got. I don't want to. Well, I wasn't going to push myself. I'm wondering whether I should try and
Just wait.
get there before you do.
Just wait.
Hurt myself to beat my supposed friend.
You got a 4.
Let's see. 1, 2. Well, I can't really do that far. Let's go to this fog and have a look at this.
Oh no.
What's the matter?
Could be a gore. It's a gore.
That's all right. It's the little weedy fellas, isn't it?
Yeah.
Replace that token with another token that looks identical to it.
So I know in the app you have to fight them when it's fog. I think you have to as well. I think that's probably the rules you should play. So you have to fight.
Bring it on, man. Bring it on.
I've actually ditched the first rules on here.
No, I'm ready. I'm fighting it. There's no choice. He's going
moved
down.
up, hang on. So yeah, you get 2 now. So you moved up.
I didn't actually move this, did I?
So
No.
move up, and now you're moving 1 more to fight it.
Do I have to spend it? This is what you're saying. Eh?
Yeah.
Find out that.
So I'm pretty sure you do have to fight it
I
because.
don't really want to fight. I don't really want to spend an
Yeah,
action.
Jude, I'm pretty sure you have to fight fog gores, don't you?
Pardon?
You have to fight fog gores. I think you do. Yeah, but when they come out, you have to fight them. I'm pretty sure you have to fight them anyway. I know in the app you do. So
Okay.
that's a risk of doing. So you now have to fight it.
So I've got me.
So now you're on -2. Obviously, you got down to 2. And now
Yeah,
you're
there's probably like a nice little willpower. Oh, no, you've already.
well, that one's disappeared from the game. Otherwise, you could have boosted yourself. By
This one here underneath your feet's disappeared, isn't it?
The fog has, but we're talking about the wells. All right, so
Yeah.
now you're gonna roll
8.
8 plus. So you're on 14. I've got 2 and a 6.
Oh,
So I've got
come on, man.
8 against 14, does it? So
Excellent.
you get 2 money or 2 willpower.
I think maybe the willpower now, isn't it? I'm sort of dangerously close.
Leave it to you, yeah.
Yeah.
And then that's.
Or do you think And so if I get into 0 willpower, I lose 1 strength.
Yeah.
And then every time I lose willpower,
And
I
you're gonna
lose.
drop your stuff, but you can pick it back up again.
I probably don't want to do that, do I?
You're losing 1 strength. Or I mean, generally,
I've worked quite hard to get that.
coins are
strength.
good. You're going to be heading over there anyway, so that will give you 3 strength actually.
What do you think?
Yeah, you can take the strength.
Take the strength, you think?
I was tempted to say willpower is.
You can't. Can you split it?
No,
Okay.
but I'd take the cash now. So that's 6.
There's 6 cash I get for that.
Yeah.
Six.
Sorry. It was a 2. It was a gore.
I was going to say that's obviously go for money.
All right.
2 or 2, is it?
It's 2 or 2. You've taken that. It's my turn. I'll just move 2, or I'll just move. I don't know. I'll just move in for 1. Not fighting it, but I can spend my cash. Spend 4 cash to get 2 strength.
I changed my mind, by the way.
Willpower.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just too close to
Are
that.
you ending a turn?
Yes.
You're
Definitely.
sleeping. I'm sleeping. So again, you're starting before me. We draw another card. The adventure takes its toll on the heroes. The party chooses 1 hero. The hero loses 1 strength point. If all heroes have only 1 strength point, nothing happens. Who loses it? I can lose it. I'll take it for you because you've struggled a bit, haven't you? Yeah.
Yeah, you.
Gore's move. Up it goes. Wardraxes. They won't be moving. We do have these guys moving. 1 is in the castle.
Oh no!
Where's this guy come from? He's there now. He's going to move again.
Where did that guy come from?
That was also in the setup for the right around.
Oh yeah.
And then no wells got.
So we're about to lose the game here.
We've got.
We're about to lose the game. We're nowhere near the castle, and there's 2 guys about to walk into it.
Well, you might as well finish your fate, and I'll have to peg it and do it.
You-
No. We've got. Yeah, we do want to kind of get back. Are you strong enough to fight this thing alone?
You're in the space with him now.
All right, so you're going to run in, and then I'll trigger on my turn.
Can I go to the? I can get to the.
Yeah, you need to run straight in there. Yeah, I've spent my resistance.
Right, let's do it. Let's do it. 1,
You got the quickest?
2.
Probably.
I can just go 3, can't I? Because I can just
Yeah.
go from outside. 1, 2, 3.
That's where we're here, because you could have gone 1, 2.
Okay.
Can I do that instead?
Yeah, definitely.
There's a fog there though, which means you could be a gore.
Well,
Is it worth it?
Simon.
We actually got this guy as well who can help us.
I'm happy with that.
Alright, 3. Okay, I triggered the fight. You're joining me, yeah?
Yeah.
So now we're rolling dice. So I'm rolling 2. You're rolling just the 1. I got 10.
12, mate.
10. I got 13. 13. 19. 31 against. Roll. 31 against 9. 11. So yeah, does it. 6.
Absolutely
Hash.
Bashed him up.
I'm on the square, so I was just going to spend it because I need to peg it. So spend it to peg it, and then rush to go over here. So I'm going to spend 6.
So what? So what you're saying is you're taking all the cash?
Yeah, just so I can head over here now. Equally though, I'm tempted to think, do I want to take willpower instead? I'll take the cash.
Right. So do you?
I'm greedy.
So I've just beat my guy. You know, the guy that I was born to kill. I've been dreaming of fighting this guy. I smacked him with a 12, by the way. Smacked him with a 12, killed him. Again, the little dwarf just grabbed his wallet and fucked off.
It's the language thing again. Stolen secrets during the heroic defence of the countryside.
Didn't even talk about it. Just
The
like, yeah, I'll
dark-
take the money.
The dark mage Vakor stole some powerful spells from the Tree of Songs. Now he has fled towards the mountains, but he must not be allowed to reach them. If the legend marker has not yet reached space J of the legend track, right, it's on J, place the dark mage in space 63. If the legend marker has already reached space J, place the dark mage in space 64. Okay. Now, place the dark. Now, randomly choose 4 parchment tokens and create a stack. Alright, I need to grab those in a second. Some bad stuff is about to happen. So 64, if you can see what that is up the top. See it over here in the little.
What? Who's this geese?
Legend objective: the heroes must defeat the dark mage before he reaches base 66. And you're going to mark this with.
How does he get to 66? I guess he's not following the arrows.
So yeah, he'll be moving. I think when we move, pretty much how it works.
And he can move anywhere.
He can move. Well, yeah. He just moves, I think, by standard. So, if he reads it, immediately place the legend marker on. If he's defeated, immediately place the legend marker on the end tile of the legend track. You must defeat him before he reaches phase 66. So I'm going to grab out a little star to mark that off. So he cannot reach here. We're going to do it before he reaches there, which is not very far off at all.
So just to clarify, he's not abiding by the arrows.
No, he's just moving towards it.
Towards the thing. So two moves basically.
There are 4 parchment tokens. Vakor has 14 willpower points and the following strength. With 2 heroes, he's going to have 8 strength.
Why do these little tokens out of it just have the little gouge out of them?
So you can slot them next to the actual character. But let them move much. So instead of rolling the dice during battle, randomly reveal the top parchment from the stack. The revealed number is Vakor's battle value. After using all 4 parchment tokens, mix them together again to create a new stack. Vakor annuls the arrows printed on the game board and instead moves to the highest number adjacent space at sunrise. So there are loads of different parchments, but I'm going to just grab 4. Okay, so it's now your turn. We've got some foggy stuff to do with, we've got these guys to deal with, we've got some wine skins.
Is it not your turn?
No, I triggered the
Oh,
fight.
you triggered the fight. So he's dead anyway, isn't he?
Yes. Do we move the
Does
thing
he
up?
go here?
Yep. Do we move it up?
I know we did.
Okay. We do still have this guy to help us, but I kind of need to race over here. So I've got.
Keep him over there then.
Yeah.
Is that what you're
He
heading
could
over there?
disappear.
You've got the legs for
At the
it.
end of the day, or the next one that gets fought off, and all we need to find for this guy, and that's it. Ping him off, and we can let the troll in, and then we can focus on Vakor. We can already leg it over there now.
So there's no point in me coming with you.
No.
Do we have to be with him when he's fighting, or can we just send him off?
No, someone needs to fight with him.
With
Get
him, okay.
assistance.
He's assistance. Right, that's your little mission.
Based on the fact I'm on 1, makes sense. Yeah.
What's my chances against this guy on my own?
Not good. It's 14 willpower, and its strength is something in that pile.
14 willpower.
See all the way down here. Yeah, not good.
I'm not very strong.
That's why I have to work together.
I would be a lot stronger if I didn't have sort of a little tea leaf nipping at my heels. Let's go with. What? I don't know. I don't know what to do.
Well, there's fog, but you don't even want to go.
I don't really want anything else.
Well, there's.
I wouldn't mind. I mean, if I could get my strength up, would be good. What's the best way to get my strength up? I suppose I could go. I could go here.
Get your willpower up. I can leave you some more strength, but this is definitely a fight we need to do together. And this is just so I can fight one of these guys. I mean, I could fight this guy instead. Okay. More strength.
You go do that. I'll power up the best I can. So I think I'll go 1, 2, go in here.
Yeah.
And grab that.
Yeah. Flip it over.
And
then move up 3 for your willpower.
1, 2, 3.
Good.
Just to sort of get me into something or other.
1, 2, 3. I would say it's here. 4, 5. I'm not strong enough against this guy, am I? Almost as strong. 5, but I don't think I should risk it. 5, 6, 7. I want to spend it all. Then you could rest, or
me?
Yeah.
How many? What are my odds of getting another monster? Actually, I don't want a monster, to be honest. No.
Really?
What does this do?
I'm going to lose Thorold, which isn't terrible. Actually, I could use this guy instead of moving him, because you could have moved Thorold instead. And I could have fought this guy. So I could have moved that back a bit and fought this guy.
Why don't I spend my points to move the guy then?
And then work together. So I've got 13 with Alex 17, which is not bad.
Do we need? You just need to. You can take this guy without him, right?
Correct. Yeah.
So maybe I'd move him towards this guy.
Good point. Very good point. So spend 1 action point and move it 4.
Let's do that then. 1.
That might be closer, is it?
I see. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yep. And let's move it 1. I think you did move 1. Had you just moved it 1? I can't remember. You were there before. 1, 2. So you've got 1, 2. I thought you were there. Because that didn't cost you action to flip that over either.
I don't know what I did then.
I think you're back 1.
Back 1.
I think it was there. So now I fight. So I'm going to do 2 dice. It's a 3. That's 13. Spend some willpower though. And then you are going to roll 2.
5.
Okay, so it's a 5 and thingy. That's 11 against 16. Only just. So that only did it by 1. That goes away.
Nice.
Now there's Prince Thorold.
Oh, bollocks.
Yeah.
Oh no.
But at least we can let the troll in. So that's fine.
No, and it's fitting with the game that, I spend my action points moving the man on the horse towards something, and then you
archers and horses
make the man on the horse disappear.
Go away. I can't get on that horse.
Yeah, why don't you spend your action points moving the guy that I'm about to remove from the board?
Right. So that's that done. And then now you can start moving towards Vakor.
Alright. Okay. So let's go 1, 2. Shall I just get straight into it?
No, it's because you need to wait for me.
I need to wait for you.
I mean, you could fight it.
I could just start waning on him.
But you do have those fog.
We've only got 2. I guess 2 rounds left.
Well, I can't get all. Yeah, we're literally going to be fighting next round, and that's it. We're going to have to go all in on this guy.
Okay. So what do you think about the idea of me just making a start, or do you think it's an absolute waste of time?
You can see how terrible it is and see what those parchments are like. But it might
Let's give it a test. We might as well. There's no harm in it.
I wouldn't lose your willpower if you can help it.
But if I lose, I'm only going to lose a bit.
Well, you might really need it for that final round.
Oh, I don't know.
I definitely don't land in a fog now, because that is going to cause. We're going to have one more round, and that's it, because that's going to jump there.
No more fog.
No more fighting apart from that.
No more fog. No, I'm gonna swing at him. Ooh, that didn't make you happy, did it? 1, 2. Well, otherwise I can move in with him, can't I?
Oh yeah.
I'm not like moving with him as we get a
The
bit of a flat
apartment.
together.
3. But then you need to fight now as well. So
All he wanted was a housemate.
So now you need to fight him, which means you can't do it yet. So it's my turn. I'm going to rest. Do you know what? I might not rest. I'm going to rush back. I'm going to rush back as much as I can, spending 4, which knocks me down to
He's just
4
lonely.
now.
He's not evil. He's just very lonely. Just wants a dog.
Right. Yeah, your turn.
I don't have to fight him,
No.
no.
So you could just rest.
If I fight him, that's going to lose me willpower. So I'm going to do a rest. Okay, that's
So
what he's saying.
you rest first. I go second. That's every round you've gone like that. Next card comes out, and it is another baddie. A powerful storm passes over the countryside. Each hero with more than 12 willpower points reduces their willpower to 12. So actually, after all that, we were all right.
Excellent.
Gores will move. War Draxes, there are no Skrulls, that's going to move once. The troll is in. So this is where the other farmer, of course, could have been useful. So, that's all moved up. This is the move on. It's the final round.
Good job I got that farm, wasn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
That farmer did come in handy.
Absolutely.
That's the meat shield, as you put it.
So
Thematically, that's quite suspect, isn't it? I've rescued a farmer
Well,
to store them in the
kept him busy.
castle
new plaything.
to be eaten by a troll.
Right. So you are going first. So you don't. Oh, actually, this would have moved. So you don't have to move because you're an archer.
Just pop him.
You're in the same space.
Oh no, it's a fog. Oh, that's handy.
So probably not even spend it, but
Well, I mean, I've got 2 now. I could probably.
you could, whilst you're waiting, get an extra boost
yeah.
from here.
What do you think?
Yeah, you have the time. One,
yeah, why
1,
not?
2, 3.
1, 2.
Oh, yes, that way. Yeah.
So that will give me. I'll spend that to get an
Yeah.
extra 1.
Yep.
Gets me at the 7. It's worth it. And then can I move back again, or would I have to wait now?
Wait. So now it's my turn. 1, 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And here we go. Now you're jumping in,
1, 2.
and now I say, let's fight. We fight together.
Yeah.
1 and 2. It's got willpower 14. I'll be running first. Willpower's of 14. Its strength we don't know yet. What do we need to be doing? Must defeat it. Okay, must defeat the Dark Mage before it reaches it. 14 willpower. Instead of rolling dice, you reveal the top parchment. After you reveal the battle value. After using awful parchment and missing to fill in your stack, you can also the arrows printed on it. Okay, so you've created the parchment stack. You must defeat the Dark Mage before it's. Okay, fine. So it sounds to me we just have to fight off one of those parchments. So 2 dice. I've got 1 die. 1. We've done a 1 now, and I rolled a 2. So I've got 2 plus 13 is 15.
Mm-hmm.
You've got 7, so that's 22. 22,
8.
30. It's got 14 and 14. 28.
Oh my god, they're huge.
So it's
The
jumped.
hell? I was like thinking that's going to be like 7 or something.
Well, now it's dropped down to 12.
Okay, well that's
So-
not too bad. But I mean, 14 on 1 scroll. That's mental. Is that the highest one?
I'm going to move on. I have to spend 2 willpower. I'm now on. I'm on to 2 willpower now.
And that just stays.
Yeah, that's going to come around again.
I want to know what's in there.
All right. Well, we're fighting again. So
Do we have to move up? No, we don't.
I moved it. I moved everything up.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna roll 2 dice. I rolled a 6 and a 6, but I only
That's
get 1
yes.
6. So 6 and I'm on 19. You've got, so you're on to 26, 19, 26. Yep. Come on, big number. 26,
10.
36, 36. It's got 36, 8.
Nice.
So 36 and 36 and
20.
20.
16.
36, 16, we've done it.
Yes!
That was close, wasn't it? Was that pretty close?
It's quite tight. It was quite tight. It was, so let's see. So let's say we hadn't killed it
Yep.
on this fight, if
Yeah.
you'd have pushed it,
I would have been,
you would have, what would happen? That would
I'd
go
have
down,
gone down by 1, so I made it worse.
but you could still fight.
I think I can still fight. I might as well have wasted on the turn, but yeah, still fight, but then that's it. That'd be my very last turn. Because because then you'd have fighter by yourself.
Because you can't spend the willpower.
Oh, then I'm done. Yeah. Oh, actually, sorry. You go back up to 3.
Oh, so you could have done another 1.
Potentially, yeah.
So and I could have done, and I suppose then I'd be fighting on my own.
Yeah.
But let's say
But
that wouldn't have been like the. So this would have gone forward 1.
Yep.
This guy would have come out. We were quite safe over here. That doesn't mean we lose, does it?
As soon as it hits that, we lose. Yeah.
Oh crikey! Okay, so we were tight then.
Yeah.
So we literally had about maybe another 2 chances to smack him one.
At most. Yeah.
So what is the point of that one being on there? Is it just like
sometimes they can come forward. It actually says if you find this game too easy, knock it forward a day, and it can go for up to 2 days.
What does that mean?
Sometimes you flip it over. So
that means the dragon, something or other.
There are various things, yeah, they can trigger stuff like that.
That was fun. That was fun. It's it starts off feeling quite light. Do you know what I mean? Like it's like okay, this is like this would be a fun game to get out with the kids to sort of like you wander about.
That's a 4. Bigger.
Blimey. But you know what I mean? It's like, it feels like a game where you're wandering about doing some stuff.
The goal was next to you. It was there.
It's kind of fun, but there is a little bit of a puzzle.
It's very puzzly.
Puzzle aspect to it, I suppose.
And that's why it's so tight. Like, oh yeah, not saying one move loses it, but
so in the base game,
yeah,
you said there's the first 2 missions are sort of like very learning-y missions.
Yeah, even the pieces aren't really proper pieces. Like it's just big.
So does
square
that
things.
and is this was the 3rd one?
Yeah.
And there's only 3 things in the main.
There's 3, 4, and 5. So there's only 3 proper ones in my view.
Oh, okay. So right. Okay. So one and 2. Forget about 3, 4, 5. So there's 5 missions in the box, but only 3 of them are really.
Yeah, but of course this one has the fate, which is why it gets really variable.
The fate. The
fate.
fate.
So
And what else is
as well?
What else is variable?
So the monster tiles, so whether you'll start.
The monster types or just
tiles?
No, but the types.
There's just these types.
No, I mean the number of each type. Is that variable? Or is that?
Oh yeah, no, that varies. So there's something that will say start off with a gore here or whatever.
Right.
But then also if there's 15 tiles, as you randomly flip over 5, and that will start off with something that they start off.
Okay,
with
so variable board state each time. Same enemy each time.
No, so there's 4 different ones then. Same enemy, but there's 4 different dark mages. So you've got this guy we fought off.
So in this mission, there's 4 variants to it. Essentially.
Yeah. So there's 3 others in here.
And that's quite good then. So
I
don't
understand the variability.
So I don't understand that when I was initially looking at this game a very long time ago, when I was first getting into board games, and this sounded like a cheeky little adventure game you could sort of get out and not be too overwhelmed by the rules. But the thing that put me off was that a lot of people were saying about not enough missions in the box.
That's what I thought initially as well.
There's
and then I realised
yeah.
the variability. 10 different fate cards, and people forget. Oh, you play it once.
Essentially that to me felt non-specific enough, with enough variability that you could count that as the game.
Yeah.
In the same sense, like Pandemic is the game.
One game, yeah.
It's not like there's a box of missions in Pandemic that everyone's complaining about. The red ones.
I think they might go in here. I tend to.
And it's quite nippy as well. Nippy game.
Yeah. So the party wins if. So we have 1. So the cast's not overrun. The final adversary revealed in the dark mage and retreated. Golden Raid break through the black clouds. The heroes have fulfilled their fates and defeated the dark mage Vakor. You decide what to do next. You can play the mission again with different fates and a different final adversary. To increase the difficulty, place the end tile on space M or L, giving the heroes less time to fulfill their fates.
Ooh.
You can continue the story of Andor by playing Legend 4, which takes place in the Shield of Wars mine on the reverse hybrid game board.
There's another side.
I know, but I didn't want to spoil it and tell you yet. Until I thought you'd be clearing off as soon as you could.
See this. Yeah, it's a nice game. It's not like it's not super brain burny. It's not like a heavy economic kind of Euro, is it? But it's a nice little, like a beer and pretzel kind of game, really.
So, this side is the mine caves, and basically we roll dice which bring out lava. We have gems, there's mushrooms, I think. We have various caverns which you can have trolls in, which you need to fight past, and barricades. And then we've got this bridge, very much obviously like in Khazad Doom, where
Yeah.
we need to have parchments we need to get past as well.
You
There's
almost sort of like, it's not very often I'm that fussed about IPs and stuff, but you almost think this would have been a great IP for them to have secured. Lord of the Rings IP for this would have been a great one, wouldn't it?
Equally, it's obviously done very well.
Because I mean, if you sort of think about Lord of the Rings, it's very much sort of sneaking around, trying not to get into too many fights. What is the thematic explanation then for the don't fight too many geezers? Because if you,
I think the classic thing is why just go in and fight everything? It's kind of.
I mean, I can understand mechanically.
Think of it like in
makes
GoldenEye, obviously that shooter.
Mm.
You don't need to be fighting with things going to cause them to come at you. It's not about that. It's about being stealthy, and that's
Exactly, but I mean, in
works.
terms of like, what is this track? What does this track represent?
days.
This is days.
Days, and like so each time you fight something off, you kind of have to recover by fighting them off.
So it's sort of like thematically is saying if you engage in a fight, it's taking longer than it would be if you just like walking or something.
Yeah, and I know it's something you haven't brought up that you might do, which is what happens to all our strength and stuff at the end. Well, we've taken it all to the tavern and we've not gone back to remembering how on earth we were before. That's basically what that means.
Sorry, what?
So any strength that we've accumulated, any
Yeah.
weapons, we basically lost all that.
Oh, we lose it, so we don't keep it.
No, because we go out and gone to the tavern.
We've gone to the tavern, got smashed up, and
Yeah.
we don't have a clue what's going on.
Absolutely.
Little shieldy fella there. Lovely.
Right, let's go in there. And yeah, so it sounds like you're eager to play that.
Yeah, it's good. It's good fun. I'm glad I actually finally got to play it. 'Cause it's like I said, it was one of the first games I ever looked at, and I never took the plunge. So I just sort of wasn't entirely sold on it. But it's always been in the, when I've seen it on maths trades, I've always been kind of like, oh yeah, I might have a little punt on that. We played Ginkopolis the other night. That's absolutely fantastic. It might be a new favourite.
A 9.
A 9, a rare 9. Don't give many 9s. It was amazing.
Right, so baggy wise, you can get inserts for this, which I was keen to get. Can get a print off stuff as well. Oh, that's all wearable. And artist is the same obviously as the design.
Has he made any other games?
He has since. I've got one down there which I haven't opened yet. But this is his first ever design of the game, and it's
a really good game, yeah. And it does look lovely.
Right,
What size is the box? Is it a normal standard size?
The box is it, yeah.
Just the old
Completely
classic
battered up.
Fantasy Flight.
Right, so
And you've got some expansions for it, is that
I
right?
do, yeah. So we've got other creatures, so you can go into the forest and turn into a werebear.
The character can?
Yeah, so if they wake up in the night, they're a lot stronger. We've also got, who else?
Werebear.
We have some of the Star Shields.
The werebears are those
Care Bears.
sort of
What are they called?
yeah,
The gummy bear
the
things.
gummy bears. No, the Care Bears.
Right, that goes there. I'm trying to remember where these cards go. I'm going to chuck them in here. You also have other things such as wolves. So you have wolves that you try
To
to train.
introduce into any mission, or
No,
just
that's
mission
just
specific?
no, that's one of the small expansions.
Mm-hmm.
The large expansion hasn't even opened yet. Oh, as you see, baggy. The fates are only for this mission. So I actually think mission 3 has the most variability. That's just for mission 4, pretty much. Those gems I can show you a second ago.
So none of the expansions add new missions, but not necessarily new content to the existing mission.
So the big expansion actually has a brand new board, and you go out to sea.
You go out to sea.
Yeah, and it doesn't actually follow the same logic with all these kind of where they all move.
Ah.
Which is quite interesting. But you go in a little boat, and monsters can pop out and fight them and stuff. So that's quite interesting. And then the third one, obviously I haven't got it yet, but it's my 4th plinth. I feel like you just have to get it. But yeah, I haven't obviously around playing it yet. Might be playing this game tomorrow night as well.
This one?
Yeah, it's another teach.
To some new people that haven't played it before.
So it's around on Tuesday. In fact, the Tuesday group would generally start at 7 o'clock, but he doesn't get it till 8:30. And
Okay.
he stayed till like 1:45. So
Hi.
quite lazy.
Yeah.
Let's check everything goes.
I just need to find out when my bus is. Do you know what time
For now,
what
back
time
to
the
the
buses
table.
go?